I want to see what Ardeneki said about this. I'll also say my bias up front. I don't like Keemstar. I don't think he's a very good person. I don't think he really cares about other people. And if you've known some stuff that he's gotten up to in the past, you'd understand this. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'd like to know more about the situation. Like, comment, subscribe. Join us on Twitch if you ever have time at twitch.tv/hex_juice. We stream live daily at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, except for Sundays, where we watch movies in my Discord, all of which are in the description box down below. Let's get into it. Subscribe.
Paid off by MrBeast. I'm not. Stop saying it, okay?
Oh god, the gnome is back.
I'm your host, Killer.
Oh god. Okay, all right. I know that this era of YouTube is not necessarily something that holds up in 2024, okay? But god, Content Cop was like, oh god, it was so iconic. And I know, like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, obviously I don't really agree with in 2024, okay? And even those content creators don't necessarily agree with it, but God, this era of YouTube was so good.
Keemstar, let's get right into the news.
What a different time, man. Back when YouTubers were actually real people. Anyways, today we'll be addressing
What do we mean by real people? Blood doesn't show his face. He uses a character from Persona. Or they act like real people.
Today we'll be addressing every single
What is this?
thing from Keemstar's delusional response
Fuck you, motherfucker! I'm fucking furious!
to the accusations from MrBeast saying the dislike extension
You know when you were a kid and you had to, like, if you're not like a photogenic kid and you would like smile for school pictures and then your mom would be like, oh, this is an awful smile. You look scary. This is like the most dead in the eye smile I've seen in my entire life.
is completely fake despite censoring your entire comment section for a whole 24 hours. Totally not paranoid at all. To the only
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I think that that's been very widely reported. I've seen a lot of evidence of that. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, where's the proof? I've seen quite a lot of it on Twitter.
argument the MrBeast fanboys were able to present.
Leave my multi-billion-dollar company alone!
Starting
True.
off with Keemstar's ridiculous response.
Yesterday,
Everything that Keemstar does is ridiculous because it's Keemstar. I'm sorry. I know maybe I should be more fair and balanced, but like, it's Keemstar.
we put out a news story that MrBeast's new video within the first hour got 500,000 dislikes. That tweet that we put out using a third-party app to see the dislikes, 500K dislikes, went viral. It almost had 1 million views before I deleted it and issued an apology. Now, why did I delete it and issue an apology?
I am in this for your money and your money only. That's all I care about.
Because other
Pulling clips from the Stone Age is so insane, but it's so easy to do with Keemstar.
creators reached out to me and told me, hey, that third-party app that you're using to see the dislikes on the MrBeast video cannot be trusted.
These are all the other creators he's talking about, guys. And if these quote-unquote other creators are not biased towards MrBeast, I'm just gonna prove them wrong with evidence. And I'll be doing that by taking this little gnome to court.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Criminal.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's
Sorry. He's really like pulling out all the stops, isn't he? Go off, Ardeneki, slay. Yes, okay. To a certain extent, the dislike extension tool is somewhat inaccurate. It is always going to be inaccurate because it's a third-party tool. The level of inaccuracy is not as reported, and it is not that significant that I believe that it is like 90% inaccurate. Like, that's crazy. There is a level of inaccuracy that is there. It is more inaccurate for more likes and dislikes, bigger videos. However, it's not that inaccurate. You know, there's a level of variance, and then there's like so inaccurate as to be like crazy. And that, I don't think that that extension, I've ever seen any evidence of that extension being like that.
get right into the news.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit? Because there's a
That was Ninja. I was like, wait, did Keemstar? No, that was Ninja.
formula with that app.
Objection!
Well, actually, it's not an app, it's a browser extension. I mean,
True.
look, it's called Return YouTube Dislike. It's that simple, you know?
It's a nitpick, but okay,
Well,
fair.
I tried. Subscribe.
where basically how many people that actually use the app that hit dislike. So then they have to like figure out how many people that are not using the app. So they run off of a percentage, and then they guesstimate that around, I don't know, 30 or 40% of the people watching the video actually hit dislike.
Okay, so he's saying that people that don't have the extension are just assumed to be disliking the video. Like, that statement doesn't make any sense.
That would be crazy because I feel like so many people watch YouTube videos on mobile. So basically anybody who watched your YouTube video on mobile would be assumed to be disliking the video, which is nobody would use the extension if it was that inaccurate.
These are not hard numbers. They're guessing. The app is guessing. There's a formula based on...
Formulas can also be relatively accurate, even if they're not based on exact numbers.
The people that use the app and actually dislike. So it can't really be trusted. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Objection! Then why is the like ratio considered accurate here but not accurate the moment you upload the most controversial video of your life? On a video that you had heavily monitored for 24 hours to make sure you deleted every single negative comment there. How convenient, to say the least. And let me guess, you're gonna tell me these 70 million views just don't have a YouTube account to like or dislike the video, right?
Once these other...
There's 30 million more views since this video was made, which isn't that relevant. It's just kind of insane to me. Like the number of people.
Creators told me that, then I had to reach out to MrBeast directly to get a screenshot of his back end on the video. And sure enough, it was like 98% likes. Okay.
I just want to be clear that 98% likes on almost any video is like unheard of, except for incredibly small videos for like an incredibly small community. And when I mean incredibly small, I mean like maybe a handful thousand views, like 1,000 or 2,000 views. 98% dislikes is incredibly uncommon. And the bigger the video is, the more dislikes you're going to have. And I would wager to bet if we looked at MrBeast's dislike ratios on his other videos, very few of them hit 98% like ratios, even on a good day when he's not in the middle of insane controversy. Like, that's not how that works.
Okay.
Objection! You're right, man. Totally gonna be
99.6. I would wager to guess statistically nearly impossible. Even if we discount the fact that MrBeast is embroiled in controversy right now, 99.6% like ratio on that many views is like statistically so unlikely that I feel like it would be absurd. And I can't, like, just everything I know about YouTube and likes and dislikes points against this even being possible for this many views.
So biased when you get a screenshot directly from the MrBeast team themselves. And why would someone like you triple down to defend these guys tooth and nail for no reason? Updating the quote-unquote dislike ratio multiple times on your Twitter, aside from being bribed with money. Like, dude, you posted this video of an employee refreshing their quote-unquote analytics. But when you realize who actually sent these, it all starts to make sense. Yes, it was from Chucky, a MrBeast employee that tried to expose Dogpack404's video in the most useless way possible. I mean, it
could be bribery. It could also be willful stupidity to continue a good relationship with a, the biggest content creator on earth, essentially. But like taking information as if it is true from someone who has every reason to lie is, a bit silly.
Look at all these points. They don't address anything major. And even then, they got debunked right back, so it didn't even matter. So all I can say is that's a really credible person you got there, Keemstar. But dude, I'm just gonna be honest. This doesn't prove shit. These analytics are fake. If you have millions of dollars and professional editors on your team, this is a cakewalk to fake.
So the 500K dislikes, completely bullshit. So I issued an apology. I took down the original.
Personally, I feel like when you're dealing with somebody like MrBeast, right, who has so much money and so many resources and so many like people who are exemplary in their field for, things like editing videos, I would like to personally log into the account and see for myself to be proven, because they have every reason to try to lie, but it's also like the lie is so outrageous. 99% like ratios. I think probably if you look back, very few of his videos even hit 99%. Very few of my videos hit that. Very few of any content creator's videos hit 98% like that. Especially not in the middle of being in controversy. That's crazy as fuck.
tweet.
It's an absurd lie.
I put out the real numbers, and the response from everyone is, Keemstar, you got paid off by MrBeast. No, I fucking didn't. No, I fucking didn't.
Well, it's too bad. You probably could have gotten paid off for it then.
No, I didn't. All right?
Well, it's either that or you're just a naive little idiot.
YouTubers have tried to bribe me in the past. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Meaning you can do it to others, but they can't do it to you?
Right after telling his entire fan base to go hate on this guy, he contacts the dude and tries to give him money to take down the video.
After he apologized, he DM'd me asking to have the video taken down. I told him no because the video showcases what little faith I have left in humanity, and like the fact that all these people would band together and support me while I expose this piece of shit for what he truly is. And at the end I mentioned, YouTube is also my job. The video was doing really well not because of Keemstar, but because of how big of a shit stain the guy is. So I essentially told him no, but because I mentioned money, he offered to pay to have the video taken down, which is truly a slimy thing to do. He was
Josh, I'm being attacked by everyone. Please, please, I'll pay you. Please, please. They're being mean to me.
like, please, I'm getting so much hate. Well, man, you should have considered you'd get a lot of hate for doxing my information.
Keemstar, what the fuck is going through your head whatsoever? You
I'm so sorry. I dissed the Leafy is, I'll be honest, listening to Leafy does sort of throw me off. The prehistoric receipts is crazy. We're taking receipts from before Christ. Like,
release this guy's Skype, then you attack him, and then you try to buy him off.
Well, what do you know? Leafy exposes you for being a deranged hypocrite while being banned off the goddamn platform.
You know, I'm not
damn, that probably sucks being called a deranged hypocrite. Couldn't imagine it.
one of these like YouTubers over here trying to get a Lambo. Like, this is my like life. You know what I mean? I've been like a YouTuber for like 15 fucking years. This shit is important to me, and I want to be right. Like, that is the most important thing to me. Not money. I want to be correct.
Well, he already has plenty of money. I think you'll be fine.
Are you fucking serious?
Also, why would MrBeast not just post it, or someone from his team? Why send it to Keemstar for Keemstar to post it? Why allow Keemstar as the team to quote unquote like lie about this thing, to misrepresent the like ratio, if they could just post the truth quote unquote instead? Why send it to Keemstar? Why not address it directly? Because that seems like kind of an audacious lie.
Yes, right now, this is the guy. Just play the fucking clip.
I don't give a fuck about any of you. I am in this for your money and your money only. That's all I care about. All right? I only do this show for money. That's it. All right? I don't do it to entertain people. That's just a fucking scam. I don't give a fuck about any of you. I really hope you die of cancer. I hate
Jesus.
every single one of you. Fuck the fans. No sarcasm. No joking. Fuck the fans. Thank you.
Not money.
I mean, honestly, he kind of based though. To be fair, not trying to defend Keemstar, but like at the time that recording was taken, I think that the mammoths were still walking the earth. Oh God, like that's insane to say. Holy.
I want to be correct.
Well, this guy's full of shit.
I want to be right. I want to put out correct information. It's important to me.
Back in
Yeah, the content creator with the show called Drama Alert is very concerned with the integrity of the things that he says and being accurate.
January, Keemstar made a drum alert where he falsely accused the wrong guy of being a pedophile, and the guy ended up crying because of the amount of hate that Keemstar sent at him.
Because, you know, I know who and what I am.
I remember that situation, dude. I don't know if you guys ever saw this whole situation. This situation was abominable. Horrible.
My real friends know who and what I am, and they stuck by me. Thank you very much for everything. And don't think I'll ever forget.
Honestly, if you falsely accuse anyone of being a pedophile, you should not only lose all of your credibility, but you should also be locked the fuck up. And that's not even the only time he did that. He did it to Pyrocynical back in the day as well.
Oh, and Pyro, do you remember those YouTubers that you used to be friends with before he blew up and like fucked them off? You know how they've been contacting me saying that you've been dating some like 14-year-old French girl and shit?
Oh my
Now,
God.
originally, this alleged girl was 15, and now Keemstar has lowered the age to 14.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is unlocking so many fucking memories, dude. Oh God. Okay.
to make it sound even more impacting and incriminating. And guess what? Later on stream, he lowered the age again to say the girl was now 13. And on top of that, basically insinuating that I was a pedophile.
Pyro was trying to hook up with a 13-year-old girl from France. All right, that he was technically like a pedo or weirdo or something, right?
So this man has lied about the...
Have we gotten to the point in the internet where we can no longer throw around accusations like this? Has it gotten better? No, I don't think it has. To some extent, I think more creators are more specifically concerned with doing so. But the thing is like Twitter. Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. It's like on YouTube, I think a lot of content creators do care about this kind of stuff. However, scum of the earth and Twitter bots do love to just have accusations with no context, no information, no proof, no nothing.
The age of this girl on 2 separate occasions.
Living proof of fucking mental illness, brother.
And there's no way that MrBeast or anyone on his team is gonna lie to me and send me a fake screenshot.
Have you ever faked a video? No. But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, this building is CGI.
This raccoon is a paid actor is so funny though.
It's not the only way. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a worker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee. I'm MrBeast. And this fake door twice. This line is scripted. This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
Oh well, he can lie to millions of fans, but he would never lie to me. Oh no, just another instance of Keemstar being delusional as fuck.
If they did that, we would be at war. We would be at war, people.
Not if he gave you some of that juicy hush money though.
There's no...
I honestly believe that there is a possibility, a legitimate possibility, that it wasn't specifically hush money or it wasn't specifically a bribe. I genuinely believe that having a good standing with MrBeast in and of itself is valuable enough that someone would allow themselves to just believe whatever was said, because that relationship on its own is so valuable that money can't really put a monetary value on something like that. So do I believe he was specifically bribed? No. Do I believe that he allowed himself to be misled? Yeah, I'll believe that for sure.
No way. I have too much respect for him. He has too much respect for me.
Yeah,
I'm sure. You have too much respect for a guy that hid a pedophile for 7 years on top of doing everything else.
Running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more.
MrBeast is teaching us gambling?
He's not going to feed me
to be fair, Genshin Impact teaches you gambling too.
Bullshit like that. These guys grew up watching Drama Alert. They love the show. They're not going to lie to me and send me false information. There's no fucking way. There's no...
Yeah, they have absolutely. There's no conceivable benefit to them lying and sending you false information. And they definitely respect you, Keemstar of Drama Alert, so very much that they would never do that to you.
No fucking way. Because if they did, this would be a much bigger story. And I would tell you, hey, MrBeast and his team is sending me fake bullshit and they're trying to con me. You know what I mean? Like, we would uncover that at some point.
So what we're saying is that, like, I believe them intrinsically because I truly believe that these people respect me enough that they would never... I have trust in these individuals who are significantly more incentivized to lie, to misconstrue information, to give false information. I trust those people that are currently in controversy and are specifically very much, they get a benefit from lying because we're good pals. He's not saying that he did any real proper research or that he looked into it or that he has, like, he saw stuff that, like, we didn't see. He's just saying, well, I trust these guys. They're my friends. They would never disrespect me like that. But he's not saying that he actually did the research to prove that it's true.
We would know the real dislikes.
Doubt. Be skeptical.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. The story
I'm just actually doing journalism here and getting the real data and getting multiple points of contact and actually, like, talking to the fucking direct source and getting fucking evidence and proof.
Yeah, because talking to the direct source is always the best way to get truthful information when that direct source is dealing with controversy and being held accountable for bad actions. Like, let's be so entirely for real. Journalism is not just inherently getting the information from the direct source, because in an instance where the direct source is incentivized to lie, you can't trust that source. It's absurd to say that you can. Saying that that's, like, integrous journalism is crazy. They have every incentive to lie.
Quote-unquote evidence and proof from the guy that is getting exposed as a criminal. That's like going up to a thief and asking him if he robbed you. He's obviously gonna deflect and say no, like what the fuck do you think? There is actually no way Keemstar is this fucking naive.
Was that Keemstar without a beard? I hated that.
Right, man, anything that comes out of their mouth is fucking gospel.
To get it to you, like, you know, doing my fucking job like you're supposed to do. That's all. You know, doing my fucking job like you're supposed to do.
Why am I still getting hate?
Because you're a fucking liar.
Why am I still getting hate? Yeah, I know that I lied a lot, like a ton of times, and I'm just generally like an onerous individual. And like I'm high key kind of like credited for like the death of an individual, i.e. Etika, if we could just mention Etika. Generally, I'm just a terrible fucking person. Why am I still getting hate? It's not fair.
La 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 la. I can't hear you. La 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 la.
La 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 la. Imagine being 30, whatever the fuck he is, and doing that shit.
42 now, by the way. Alright, as for finally addressing the elephant in the room, are these dislikes real or fake? The MrBeast team claimed yesterday that there were only 20,000 dislikes, with a ratio of 99.1%, which is even higher than their channel average. Anyways, after he doubled down by posting this, people have exposed this guy even more, showing a comment from 20 minutes ago that has 1,300 likes criticizing MrBeast. How is that possible on a video with 20,000 dislikes? Absolutely not. But on this channel, Artaneki, we ain't doing any of that he said, she said bullshit. I am going to show you guys decisive proof of these dislikes not only being real, but it gets even worse. Okay, so as of recording this video, which is 2 days after he had posted his video right now has 3.7 million likes and 1.9 million dislikes.
On my side, he has 4 million likes and 1.9 million dislikes, and I'll show you a screenshot. This was just like snipped from my side of the same extension, essentially 4 million to 1.9 million. Meaning he's gotten more likes, possibly due to people trying to support him, or maybe they're legitimate, or maybe they're bots, but who knows? No way to prove such a thing. It's definitely not 99% likes, for sure.
According to the quote-unquote fake extension. That is a 66% like to dislike ratio right there. That is crazy for...
That's still, like, pretty bad, even if it's not as bad as it was before.
A MrBeast video. Now, since we obviously can't look at MrBeast's real analytics, why don't I go over to my video, which has now 500,000 views. Thank you guys so much. This video has 726 dislikes according to the extension, right? Now, when we go to my channel, which don't even look at whatever the fuck I was posting. I am trying to escape the North Korea of YouTube. That is the Genshin community, please. Anyways,
same. We'll do it together. I want out! I don't want to be here anymore! I want out! Please, please, please! These people are so dented. Please take me with you! Drop a line, drop a rope, please! Please! These people are so stupid, please!
As you can see, YouTube Studio, the 100% correct one, at least mine is, I don't have professional editors to fake my shit, and I have no reason to. Because believe it or not, guys, defending MrBeast also gets you supporters, so it doesn't really matter. Any content creator can check this for themselves, but this video was posted almost 2 days ago and has 1,610 dislikes according to the real YouTube Studio analytics. Okay, so that number is very different from the one that the extension is showing. How interesting. You just walked right into a trap, idiot. As you can see, those two numbers are clearly different. Which
I think he needs to be a bit more nasally if we're gonna do like a Keemstar impression. Let's get right into the news. You gotta like really like through the nose, lift your soft palate, like real nasal, real nerdy.
Proves that the extension is inaccurate. Objection! You're right. It may be inaccurate. But in what direction is the inaccuracy itself?
True.
The fuck do you mean by that? Here's an explanation even lobotomites such as yourself will understand. These dislikes are from the extension you claim to be completely fake. These, on the other hand, are the real deal, straight from YouTube Studio.
You fucking stupid bitch! This stupid fucking justice, all fucking righteous fucking...
Now, if we were to close...
Oh god, dude, there's so many bad clips of fucking Keemstar. Holy shit.
If we look at the difference between the two, we'd realize that the fake dislike count is less than the real one. Which is to say that the extension does not overestimate dislikes, it underestimates them.
Which it would be beneficial to do because overestimating dislikes could really fuck with a content creator. So it makes sense to tune whatever the algorithm is that estimates it to underestimate, to give the content creator benefit of the doubt and a little bit more wiggle room, because it can be harmful to have a high dislike ratio in a situation. I'm actually curious on my side. Is there a way for me to, one second. So my biggest video has 2.4K on the extension and 54 dislikes, where my analytics on this video show dislikes, it says 91. So even on my videos, it underestimates dislikes. I mean, there's going to be variance. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but to say it is a difference of like 90% inaccuracy in the opposite direction is hard to believe.
But what are these numbers supposed to mean? It's quite simple actually, Your Honor.
You fucking
So as I have proven, the extension actually lowballs the amount of dislikes that you receive from a particular video.
And again, Asmongold did show that that was true. Additionally, for his videos, I have that on my channel. My channel might be too small realistically to pull from accurately, right? However, this has been shown in bigger channels, and I'm sure if you did a statistical analysis, it would be an absolute anomaly to be over 90% levels, like 90% inaccurate. I think it's more than 90% inaccurate in that direction. I think that that would be a massive anomaly in that data. I am not necessarily able to get that data, but I'm sure somebody could. Having a 99% like ratio on a video with that many views is just unlikely. That doesn't happen. Almost any video that gets any amount of views has a pretty okay percent of dislikes. That's a thing. Videos that have more views just get more dislikes because people are assholes.
So much so that if we were to divide the number of real likes to the fake ones, we'd see the level of undercalculation that the dislikes are receiving on the extension's end. The result for me came out as 2.2. Which is to say that this video has at least double the dislikes right here. In fact, if we factor in the additional 0.2, it actually starts to eclipse the like ratio to like a 45 to 55 like ratio, which is absolutely crazy for a MrBeast video, and is a clear sign that the majority of his viewers are aware of the bullshit that is going on. Additionally, within a few days, the amount of dislikes shown here are pretty much the same as the ones reflected on YouTube Studio, meaning the extension itself never inflates the amount of dislikes you get. It always lowballs the actual amount. So yeah.
Yes, I would love to see some very large channels be able to do some statistical analysis on that. Do I think that that's going to happen? No. But I do think that that amount of variance is insane to say is real.
Yeah, 90% chance Drama Alert simply got bribed, and another 10% for him just being an idiot, you know? Alright, so now to address the single argument that all these MrBeast defenders, these multi-billion-dollar company defenders had, argument in quotations by the way, which is, you and all the other commentary channels are just farming drama. Wow, that was some truly insightful information. Thank you, Captain Obvious. These kids are more obsessed condemning us for condemning him, which is kind of like blaming a murder on the news reporter instead of the actual murderer.
Well, yeah, he did a bad thing, but if you were a good person, you wouldn't report on it. You're only reporting on it for money.
Some of them like to say, you're jealous, which I'm gonna have to break it to you, little kid. Everyone is jealous of everyone's money. However, no one is jealous of MrBeast's personality, his fucking crimes, and anything else he's doing. Yeah, you know what MrBeast actually did, Jimmy Defender 69? He actually made 90% of the entire YouTube space look like fucking angels in comparison. You could never make content as good as his. You got us, dude. We can't make as good content as MrBeast, a multi-billion-dollar corporation. If only you actually knew about his roots. So MrBeast actually had a series called The Worst Intros, right? This series was deleted, and I'm going to show you guys why that is. Because back then, the guy was genuinely into some weird stuff other commentary channels simply did not do, where he took literal kids and commentated on them twerking.
Okay, so am I the only one curious why he blurred out his butt, even though you can clearly see he has pants on?
Yeah, this was MrBeast all those years ago because he didn't have the money back then. These videos were the stepping stones of his career to eventually grow into what he has become today.
Not sure how this is relevant. I mean, insane clip to be sure. I don't know that there's any reason to include this other than to fling shit, but I mean, insane clip to be sure. Wowee, definitely interesting.
In the weirdest possible
Am I
sense.
the only one curious why he blurred out his butt, even though you can clearly see he has pants on?
Like, why would you even ask that? That's kind of disgusting, you know?
But the real question here is, am I wearing pants? But the real question here is, am I wearing pants?
Dude, what?
Yeah, this seems like somebody who's dumb and unfunny, trying to be funny and like a little bit edgy, but I'm not sure what we're proving here personally.
Watching back this fucking clip is insane. In current context, what he said right here is creepy as shit. Because as far as I know,
Ardeneki bestie. Let's be for real that we were using Leafy's here clips as part of your evidence in this video. You know, like, you know, the guy who was like known for like ripping apart kids, like roasting children and stuff like that. I don't know that this is a good point, and I don't know what we're trying to prove either. But there was, we could be real, like most of the people that you have used, iDubbbz, all of those people have done a lot of really weird shit in the past and said a lot of really weird shit. And again, this is a weird clip. It's a kind of a awkward, gross clip that I don't like very much. This doesn't really seem to add anything to this.
the Tyson stuff was going on right around this timeline in their Discord server. Do with that info what you will, but that shit is weird, dog. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe, especially because I genuinely just want to get out of the North Korea of YouTube, which is the Genshin community, please. Only quality content here, folks. Subscribe, please.
Alright. He just put Beast and Ava Tyson over it. That's so fucking funny. I think that the video was very interesting to watch. That last point was a bit off the rails and trying to make 1 + 1 = 5. But good video. Very neat. Love to see the homies, not the homies, the besties. We're going to go. I'd love to see the besties succeeding. I'd love for MrBeast and Ava Tyson to continue to take accountability, as well as Keemstar. And I think that any opportunity to bring up what a piece of shit Keemstar is and remind people of how awful he is and not let people forget about it is always a good thing. Very poggers, epic style sauce. So I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. This has been Shit Talking Keemstar Hour featuring MrBeast and Ardeneki. And I'll see y'all next time. Touch grass, drink water, like, comment, subscribe. Join us on Twitch, Discord, blah, 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 blah. It's all in the description box. See you later. Bye-bye.